And welcome to my updated refined trap strategy video. I told you guys in the last one that I'd show you, what I'd done over the last couple weeks to refine this strategy, and here it is. It's a lot simpler. I don't use the morgue room. You're gonna have the whole round here. It's basically really simple. Do this all the way from the mid-20s, up to, the hundreds. So you get about 70 zombies per. I'm going to show you the tally count here. I'll pull it up on the screen so you can see. But each pass, you just basically go in here, and it's all about timing, okay? I like the wall guns, as I've explained in my previous videos. This one in particular, the MP11, is definitely the most maneuverable and fastest, and then for getting points, as you'll see, in between while I'm waiting for the charge to retrap, I use the other wall gun, the ASR, whatever it is. Hold on a minute. I forget myself. Names, things, places, people. But basically, you're just doing a hop back and forth here. Okay, this is confusing them, making them run into trap. Now you're doing about a 12 to 15 count. Now, when you're in the earlier rounds, you might want to, when you come into the room, do a hop back and forth just to make sure they all file in. But when you get into the 40s and the 50s, they spawn out so fast that you can just go right to it, hop over, obviously, still to the other side. And then you're doing this, and as you can see, as the count will go up, it's killed about 70 of them, and that's not counting, of course, all the gaseous, acidy ones that exploded along the way that you didn't get credit for. So I think for timing, it's the fastest strategy there is. You come out of here, and then, like I said, I hoard them up. And sometimes I stay out here longer and I need to. It depends. When I'm actually going for a super high round, I won't. But then, obviously the back door there by Exo Health needs to be closed, as I've explained in the previous videos. I hope you watched that. And that way, you can run backwards and shoot them, and they won't generally be dropping down to get you. So it's a pretty simple strategy, except for the electrical guys who will wipe out your Exo, which they're a total pain in the butt. But you live and you learn, and you find what works best for you. And they'll practice. Those crawlers that are in exosuits, they are such a pain in the butt, the way they launch at you. Hate those guys. But, got to be challenging. So I pretty much used up my ammo there, and I just do a quick little hop over here, get more. You only really need to use about half your ammo at most that's in that gun, and the trap will be recharged. So just do it again. Here we go. Always watch out for that door there to the left when you're coming through, because they're going to be piling out of there. You can run across and hop over that window, but in the high rounds, I like to go here to the left. Hop over here, hop over here. Of course, that door is closed. And then hit the trap and just do the hop back and forth. Real simple stuff. Except when you get hit by one of those electrical zombies, and then you gotta improvise. You'll see how I do that here, and pretty soon. So many different ways to get around them. There's always that trash chute to the right that you can go down. Or you can run around the room, or do like I'm doing right here, go up the stairs, and I think I even get hit again. Yeah, so, but still, it's fine. I just go over here, hop off, because they're all following me to that side. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked. I could have run up the stairs, but it had worn off, so I jumped up. The 15 seconds were up. Come down here, hit the trap again, bang. All right, there's another 70 to 75 dead. All right. And you just keep rinsing and repeating that strategy over and over again, and that is how you're going to get to the high rounds. The weird thing about these traps and Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies, they actually give you the kill credits. But then, of course, the leaderboards go off of points. But then again, the leaderboards are bullshit. So it doesn't really matter. It's just about having fun, getting high rounds, and, doing what you do. In this case, I was rushing to through this round. I had some horrible the Xbox disconnects, advanced server had gone down a couple times on me. Like one time I was hitting record at round 50 to do this video for you guys, and literally at that moment my capture software crashed, which caused my TV to reset my Xbox. I was going, oh my god. Now here's a funny one. I go to show you the score. Oh no, it's on the next clip. I jumped ahead there. I went to go hit the trap on the next pass, you'll see, and I pulled the score up too early, and it wouldn't let me hit the X button for the trap. That was a premature commentary right there, my friends. So again, like I said, it seems, somewhat repetitive, but all good strategies are. It's simple, it's pretty safe, it gets the job done fast, efficiently. It pays for itself in that little bit of time where you just lap them outside and shoot them. I've seen some other strats that some people are doing that, are equally pretty good. They don't hit the trap on the way back. They don't stay in this room, which you kind of need to, because you need them to pile in this room. I mean, I guess when you get to the 60s and 70s, they could pile in the room pretty fast. But see, even with that, there was still a guy coming out, You don't want to be coming down here and have 6 guys slapping you as you're trying to bob through that little hallway. So you might as well kill 16 to 18 more with the trap. And not only that, it weakens a bunch of them up. So you'll notice sometimes when you're shooting them out here that you're actually going to kill 3 or 4 of them because they've been weakened by the traps. They didn't die, but they were weakened. So, and you can also, do a little run around. Sometimes I'll do a circle around the bus, but the U pattern here is generally the best one I like to follow. And just, be careful as they hug in the walls like that. They can be popping out of those windows. But once they've all spawned, you're pretty much safe. So then I just start dumping this into them, about half the ammo. I haven't really done a seconds count on it, but I would say it's about, 30 seconds or so for the trap to recharge. Maybe a little more. About time to unload half of the AMR9 into them. Now in this case I brought it up to a MK9. You don't need to. An MK4 is only 500 points to refill. This is 1,000. I wasn't really concerned about points because I was doing this on local. Because as I had said, I'd been cut off. I was playing online and I had all these problems. And finally, I was like, whatever. I wasn't going for a super high round. I was just trying to make this video. See, so it wouldn't let me hit the X button because I was trying to show you the kill count, which kind of sucks because as you'll notice at the end, the video drags on a little bit because there was like 7 zombies left that I have to shoot. But because I didn't hit that trap, and this is something you can do in earlier rounds, see how I just ran around slowly, and and they all piled in that way. So as I'm upgrading each time my MP11 and using it for points in the early rounds, I'll skip hitting that first trap, come in here, and and pop through, upgrade it real quick, and then come out and do this. That's what I think I kind of showed you that in the setup video, so I don't need to really go into that. But next video coming up that I'm editing next is round 9 through 49, how to deal with the infected zombies. That should be up later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on render time. So I've got all the footage, and I'm working on it as fast as I can. These things take a while to upload, and not only that, render, do voiceovers, and all that stuff. But it's fun to be back. Good to be here. Good to have new zombies to kill. So yeah, I was like thinking it was a partial horror. I didn't want to go waste a whole trap. I was like, yeah, I can kill these guys. It's just round 52. This actually is a good example. I even have the one gun. This is at an MK9. I'm gonna have to refill it. I throw down that, what I call an airstrike, and dump into them, and still it hasn't killed them. Okay, so that just weakened them up a little bit. And this is an MK20 upgrade, and I have to go through this whole thing and another, I believe, MK9 in order to kill these guys off. So, yeah, they're pretty strong. Guns mean nothing, which is why I say just go for the wall guns, guys. If you want points, you know, the only thing you need out of the printer is those, what I'm calling airstrike grenades. One of these videos, I'm actually going to look at the printer and see what they're called. Feel free to make a comment and say, Scott, you dumbass, they're called this, blah, blah, blah. So as you can see, you know, I'm just dumping in these guys, and I figure, what the heck, you know, I get some more points for traps, you know, but even though I was ending this game shortly after this because I was tired, just wanted the video footage. It was on local, and I'm not going for my 100+ round until later this week. Probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's all about time and who has it and when I can find it. It definitely is going to take a couple days, and thank God there's a pause button now, so hooray for that. So basically, you know, I just, oh, and if ever you need to refill that MK20, you can go over there to refill it and just jump into the trash chute there, which will drop you in the exo room. So if they're all on your tail, you could refill this right here and then drop down that trash chute, and then you'll have to wait like 30 to 40 seconds for them to get to you. But it's been great. Thanks very much for watching. You know, make sure to hit that like button, and I'll have the next video coming to you soon. Have a great day.